Hey, what is going on, everybody? It's Jacob. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about two different ways that you can make $1,000 per day using just your cell phone. Okay, there's going to be a few parts to this. You're going to have a couple of options that you can think about and go and implement, but that's the goal. Get you to $1,000 a day using your cell phone. Okay, now look, there might be some little parts to this that you need to jump on a computer at some point in order to use, but we're going to focus like 90% of this on using your phone. Okay, this is for the people that are on the go. This is for the people who, they don't have a lot of time to sit down at their desk, but they still want to make some serious money online, right? You're my people. Back in 2017, that's what I did, right? I built my online business on the go, on subways, on planes, in taxis, in Ubers, all this kind of stuff, because I was working in New York, I was working in the finance game, and I didn't have much time. I didn't have much time to sit at my desk and work on stuff. I had to do it on the go, okay? So we're gonna talk about two strategies that you can start today. They are gonna take some learning, they are gonna take some hustle. It's not gonna be easy. You are gonna have to do some work, all that kind of stuff, disclaimers. But if you're willing to do those things, this is very, very achievable, okay? We are gonna jump into that real quick. I wanna show you guys something. If you've been following my videos, you know I was out in the McLaren Vale and the Barossa Valley over the weekend. Just got the first shipment, just landed. Got 4 bottles from a winery called Battle of Bosworth. Some really, really nice organic reds. So pumped that they've arrived just for the weekend. Having lunch on Sunday for my mother's birthday, so I'll probably crack a couple of those open. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna dive into this one and we're gonna talk about how to make $1,000 a day with your cell phone, okay? Okay, before we do that, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and be sure to click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video. If you want to get into high ticket affiliate marketing, which we're going to talk a little bit about in this video, you can use the links below and you can see the program that I run. You can work with me and my team and we can get you moving on that. Any questions, comments, whatever, chuck them below. I'll do my best to get back to you. Okay, so where do we start with all this? First things first, I want to touch on this really quickly is mindset. Okay, now people are there's probably some people who have just clicked the little close button, so bye-bye. If you don't want to hear anything about mindset, look, the online business game, making money online, internet marketing, whatever you want to call it, it is going to require you to adopt a different mindset to working a job, to going to university, all these kind of things. Why? There's a couple of reasons. One is there's not going to be someone there every step of the way to hold your hand. You can follow programs, you can get mentors, all these kind of things, but you are going to have to take action steps, right? And you are going to have to do it without someone constantly nudging you along. You're going to have to self-motivate. The other thing that you're going to have to learn to is delay gratification, okay? You are going to have to take steps that aren't immediately going to produce income results, right? There are other metrics you can look at that we'll talk about, but you are going to have to get used to the fact that I'm going to put work in today, tomorrow, this month, next month, and money may not come back straight away, right? That's the difference between building a business and being an employee. An employee, you go for your job, you work your shift, you get paid, right? But it's capped. It's capped, and you want more than that, right? That's why you're watching this video. So there are a couple of things around mindset. We could go into a whole host of things, but I want to keep it simple for the purposes of this video. So keep those in mind as we tackle this, okay? First things first is you need to find a product to sell, right? We're gonna get to the platforms and how you're gonna sell it and all that kind of stuff in a second. But first things first is we need to find you something to sell, right? There's 2 ways you can go about doing this. You can either sell somebody else's product or you can create your own product, right? Now, if we wanna get to a goal of, it's a really nice night outside actually. We had some cracking weather today. If you wanna get to the goal of $1,000 per day, you are going to need to sell something that is more expensive, right? So I'm talking ideally a minimum of $500 per sale. You can take that a little bit lower to maybe like 300, and then you'll need like 3 and a bit a day to hit your goal. But we don't want to have to make like 10, 20, 30 sales to hit that goal. It's just, we want to be in the margin business, not the volume business, especially when you're getting started and you're going to be using strategies where You're not going to go viral overnight. You might, but chances are you're not going to. So you only want to have to land a few sales a day in order to hit that goal. It may even be one sale a day, right? Like our affiliate program pays out $1,000 commission. So our students can make one sale per day and they hit that mark, right? Now, I'm not saying you have to promote that. You can go out and find whatever you want to promote if you want to do affiliate marketing, or you can go and create your own program, right? What knowledge do you have up here that you can create, you can bundle, you can put into a course or a program, okay? If you don't have anything, if you don't have any skills, most people have something, but if you don't have anything that falls under one of the big three niches, which is health, wealth, and relationships, if you don't have anything, sell somebody else's product. Start there, and then you can evolve into your own programs. That's a path a lot of people take. Affiliate marketing into their own programs, right? It's a nice, natural progression. Okay, now one thing I want to add is if you do decide to go down the path of creating your own program, what you can do, right, is skip ahead to the stuff that we're going to talk about at the end of this video and then pre-sell your program. So rather than after watching this video going and spending the next 6 months building your program before you sell it, you can follow the couple of steps that we're going to talk about after this around setting up some basic funnels, around talking to people, around getting some traction and building an audience. And then once that's moving, you can pre-sell your program. Okay, so we'll loop back to that. But if you want to build out a program first, or you want to do affiliate marketing, that's the first thing that you have to pick. Okay, if you want to build out a course, it needs to give people a clear outcome. What are you going to help them achieve? How long is it going to take? All those kind of things. What can you do for them? What problem can you solve for them? And play in one of those three niches: health, fitness, dieting, whatever, wealth, how to make money using some kind of platform, using some kind of vehicle, or relationships, how to improve relationships, how to start a relationship, how to end a relationship, whatever it may be, right? How can you help people solve a problem that they will be willing to pay $300, $500, $1,000, $2,000 in order to solve that problem? That is the first thing, okay? If you want to go down the affiliate marketing path, there's no secret sources in terms of where to find programs. Look on Google, look on the big marketplaces like ClickBank and stuff like that. Google high ticket affiliate programs. We focus on that in our program, so you can check that out if you want. Look at the big influencers out there. You can see what affiliate programs they've got. If there's influencers who don't have affiliate programs, you can message them and try and cut a deal. You just have to be a little bit resourceful, right? And find a program that you want to promote or create your own. Okay, that's the first thing that you have to do. So minimum $300 a sale, ideally 500 or higher. If you can find something that pays you $1,000, that's great. One sale a day, and we're at our goal. Okay, this is something that people want a lot of guidance on, is what should I sell? And it's really important to start with it. Most people will come back to it later after they've built up this big audience, or they've avoided selling for so long, and then they're wondering why they're not making any money. Starting with it is super important, but it's a decision that you really need to make, right? Like if you're wanting to do this, that means you want to start your own business. You want to grow your own online business. That means you are the CEO of your online business. This is a core decision that you have to make. People can give you guidance like I've just done. They can tell you about where you can find products, but you've got to do your own research. You have to decide on what you want to sell, okay? So that's your first action point, is figure out what you want to sell. That is the first thing that you have to do if you want to take this seriously and you want to get moving faster. Is you've got to figure out, how am I going to monetize? Okay. Second part is, this is really in kind of these two parts crossover. Second part and third part kind of crossover. You've got 2 platforms or 3 platforms you can really choose from that I'm going to talk to you about. Okay. You either want to get onto Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. You want to pick one of those 3 platforms. Okay, I've got a little bit of a following on Instagram, but I'm not big. Facebook has been a major focus. That's what I help people do. And YouTube is growing, and we're discovering some super powerful strategies to monetize small audiences. Okay, so you need to pick a platform, right? And pick one of those 3: Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook. Which one do you like best? What platform do you enjoy spending time on? Because you're going to be spending a lot of time on there, right? Now, since this is focused on using your phone, I'm going to say you should probably choose one of Facebook or Instagram. YouTube is a bit too hard, right? We'll throw it in there. It's an option. If you've got a bit more time you can spend on your computer, but since the topic of this video is a cell phone, how do you do it on your cell phone? We're going to focus on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, so do you prefer Facebook or do you prefer Instagram? Straight up, choose the platform. So you've got the product and you've got the platform. Okay, now the really, really cool thing about both Facebook and Instagram is that you can create content on the fly and you can talk to people directly. Okay, you can hit them in the DMs, you can talk to them on Facebook Messenger, but you can also integrate automation. The trouble with the automation is that is going to require you to spend some time on your computer in order to set it up, right? If you go down the affiliate marketing path, the good thing is you can just set up a really simple funnel that will take you like 2 hours to do with a little bridge video. I've got videos on my channel about how to do that, and people will watch that and then they will go over to the affiliate program. You can keep it even more simple if you want and just use your affiliate link to get started, right? They can, depending on the platform or the product you promote, sometimes they'll give you links that have opt-in pages and lead magnets, or you can just send them literally straight to a sales video if you want to, right? Ultimately, you're gonna wanna get into list building, but as I said, focus of this one is on your cell phone. So you can grab your affiliate link. If you're on Instagram, you can throw it in your bio. If you are on Facebook, you can just have it on hand to include it in posts, or to respond to people with, if you throw out bait kind of posts, or if you're talking to people on Messenger, or you're talking to them in the Instagram DMs. Okay, so let's quickly take stock. Where are we at? We've understood the few mindset points. We've picked our product, or we've created our product, and we've picked our platform, right? Either Instagram or Facebook. If you want to do YouTube, you're going to need to be on a computer a bit more, but I wanted to throw it out there. Now, we need to get in front of people who have the problem that our product can solve. Okay, those people are hanging out on Facebook. Those people are hanging out on Instagram. We have to go and get in front of them. We have to put content in front of them that is helpful, and we have to give them a call to action to click on our link, or a call to action to message us, or we can message them proactively, and we need to move them from where they currently are to making a purchasing decision so that we can hit that 1K a day mark. Okay, here's how you do content. If your product is a good product, it's going to solve a problem, right? It's going to solve a big problem for people. What you want to do is you want to sit down and you want to write down, what is that problem? Okay, what does this product solve for people? It shows them how to make money with this. It shows them how to lose this much weight. It shows them how to feel better with this diet. It shows them how to improve their relationship. It shows them what is the problem that it solves, okay? Then I want you to write down these headings. I want you to write down value. I want you to write down results. I want you to write down personal. I want you to write down myths. And I want you to write down pitfalls, okay? I also want you to write down objections, and I want you to write down limiting beliefs. Write down those 7 headings. They are going to be our big category items for our content. If you create content that fits under those buckets, what you will do is you will build goodwill with your audience. You'll build the know, like, and trust factor that you need in order to be able to sell to them, right? You're going to reveal to them who you are as a person, and that show them that you're a real human being, and that you're relatable, and that you're not this, corporate business or someone that, they wouldn't want to work with. You are going to crush their limiting beliefs and rebuild them in a way that you need them to be in order for them to buy. You are going to debunk incorrect, myths about your product, your industry, and you're going to shift their perspective and shift their thinking over to your way of thinking, which will be in line with the product that you want to sell. You will share results and testimonials. They don't have to be yours, but they can be results and testimonials from the product that you are selling, right? If it's your product, they'll need to be yours ultimately. But if it's an affiliate product, you can find results from the program that you're promoting. And that is going to prove to people that the thing is working. What you are selling is working for other people. So it's going to satisfy that logical part of their brain where they go, can I do this too? Yes, this is working for people. Yes, this is working for people like me, okay? So you're gonna sit down, you're gonna write down all those categories, and then you are going to start brain dumping ideas under each of them. Value. What helpful stuff can I tell people about this topic to help them start solving their problem, but they'll ultimately wanna buy my thing in order to get the solution faster? You're going to start compiling testimonials from the product that you're gonna wanna promote. Right? These could come from the sales resources that the company gives you. You could reach out to people who have worked through it. You just need to build up a catalog of testimonials that you can share. Share 1 a week, share 2 a week, right? Build up a catalog of testimonials. If you want to do interviews with those people, that's even better. You get those stories in front of people. Come up with a list of myths, right, about your industry. What is a list of bullshit that's out there that you know not to be true, right? And when people realize that's not true, they'll be more likely to buy your thing. Come up with a list of limiting beliefs that people have that would stop them from buying, right? If you're selling something that's a bit techie, right, but people have this perception that it's way worse than it actually is, put out content that overcomes that limiting belief. Look, these are the reasons you don't have to be that tech savvy, right? Change people's perspectives and they will buy stuff from you, okay? Now, the personality piece that I mentioned, that is twofold. You're gonna integrate that into all of your content, right? So you show people who you are as a person, but you can also do standalone content that's just about you and about your life and about your story. So you let people in, okay? Now, here's the part that most people aren't gonna like. When you've got that big list of content, you've chosen your platform, right? You know what you wanna sell. You need to show up every day and put that content out there. And when you do that, you're gonna start to build a following. It's not gonna happen overnight. It may not even happen this month. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12 months. You're gonna show up every day and you're gonna put that content out there. And every so often, you're gonna give people a call to action. Click the link in my bio. Comment below if you want this thing. Drop me a DM if you wanna see if this is a good fit for you. Drop me a DM if you'd like me, or drop a comment if you'd like me to reach out, right? Your goal is to get people to your affiliate link. Your goal is to get people to your sales page. Your goal is to get people to your funnel. Your goal is to get people in your DMs. That's the part of the puzzle. That's the last part, is the sales process, right? Product, platform, and sales process. We push people into that sales process, and then you just talk to them and you find out if the product is actually a good fit for them or not, right? Or they click on your link, they watch the video, and they decide for themselves. You don't have to talk to all of them. If you do that on either Instagram or Facebook, and you show up every day and you create content around those buckets of things, and you actually give people a call to action, and you actually talk to people, and you actually ask them questions. I've got another video on my channel about questions you can ask people in order to find out if they're the right fit for a high ticket program. If you do all of those things and you show up every day and you are consistent and you keep going and you leverage the momentum when things really start to move and you start to get testimonials and you start to make money and you start to just share all of the good stuff that's happening because you're doing the work that most people won't do, you can build up to that $1,000 a day mark. And nearly everything that we just spoke about can be done on your cell phone. Sure, you might from time to time have to jump on your computer to build a little funnel, or if you want to get into email marketing heavily, sure. But you can simplify this all down and do it from your phone. Absolutely. Okay? So there's a lot in that. You may need to rewatch this. And I'm under no illusions that the vast majority of people won't do this. That is the way that it is, right? The vast majority of people don't do most things that require hard work. But I'm hopeful that there's a few people that'll come across this video, right, depending on how many people end up seeing it, that have watched it all the way until the end, and they say, I understand what Jacob is saying. I understand the things that he's just said about the mindset. I understand that I need to either find or create my own product, right? I understand that I need to choose a platform and stick with it, and I have to show up daily, and I have to put out content to build trust, to build goodwill, and to get in front of people who will buy my thing, right? And I understand that even if I'm scared of selling, I have to give people a call to action to buy something, okay? Now, 2 bonus tips that I want to give you. The first is, I mentioned off the top, if you want to flip this process on its head a little bit, you can start building up on that platform, start putting out that content, right? You could even build a pre-launch list, and then when you've got a bit of traction, you can pre-sell your course before you make it. Okay, so you can talk to the people that you've been speaking to, you can put out content and say, I'm releasing a program about X. If you want to jump in, you'll get a discount, 50% off, or build it live with you, you'll get coaching calls. You can pre-sell it that way, right? That's how we launched the Super Affiliate Accelerator. We got 40 people in at about $1,000 a head over like a month-ish. You can pre-sell it very, very effectively. That's going to mean flipping the process on its head slightly, right? But you can have the idea in mind of what you want to sell, then you can start building up the audience and preparing, and then you can pre-sell it, okay? The other tip I want to give you is when you think about traffic, right? This topic of traffic gets thrown around online. A lot of people forget that traffic is people, people are traffic, right? On the other end of those Instagram profiles, there's a real person. On the other end of those Facebook profiles, there's a real person, right? On the other end of that YouTube video, on the other end of that email, there is a real person. Traffic is people, okay? So you have to go where the people are with the problem that your product solves, right? If that's Instagram, find the pages where those people will be following, find those pages where they'll be hanging out, find the hashtags, right? I'm no Instagram guru, but the model is the same. When you understand the process of marketing and selling and crafting an offer, right? And the fact that this takes hard work and consistency, you can do this on any platform, right? You can do the same thing on YouTube. That's why we're able to crush it with a small channel, right? If you're on Facebook, find the groups that they're in, right? Find the fan pages that they're following. Find the ads that they're clicking on and commenting on and liking on. Get in front of those people and bring them into your world. Provide the content that I've just mentioned. Give them the call to action. Ask them if they want to buy your thing, if they're the right fit, right? Tell them who it's for, tell them who it's not for. And if you show up and you do that consistently, this is absolutely, absolutely achievable for you, okay? If you want to get started with this stuff and you want more step-by-step training and you want mentorship and you want more done-for-you resources and all that kind of stuff, you can check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator program. The link is in the description. That'll focus on high-ticket affiliate marketing and will get you started, in particular moving on Facebook. We then also give you the training to graduate up to doing some paid marketing as well, which is the next step. It's another beast, but we'll get you moving with free traffic first, okay? If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Go and do this. Commit to doing it for the long term, and you'll be one of the few percent that actually make this happen, okay? And trust me, as someone who's worked in corporate, done 80, 100-hour weeks, I gave up a lot of my 20s doing that shit. Doing online business, online marketing, internet marketing, selling stuff from your computer, selling stuff from your phone is a hell of a lot more fun. I promise you that, okay? But it takes hard work. If you're not willing to do the work, if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to be resourceful, if you're not willing to listen to people, if you think you know everything and you want the easy way, it's not gonna be for you. You may as well stick with the job, okay? That's the honest truth, right? But if you're not that way inclined, it can be an awesome path to follow, okay? With all that out of the way, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out the Super Affiliate Accelerator. Click the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop any future videos. I'll talk to you all soon. Have an awesome weekend. Have an awesome week, day, whatever it may be in the world, whenever you're watching this. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers.